It's quite improbable that you haven't heard of the famed investor Warren Buffett yet. Whether you're interested in investing or not, Buffett is not only the richest self-made man of the 20th century, he also serves as a vital university for investing knowledge and investment technique. His annual report and the annual meeting of his company, Berkshire Hathaway, are both treasure troves of financial knowledge for value investors. What then makes Warren Buffett the person that he is today? What can we conclude from all of these sources about the life lessons of Warren Buffett? Welcome to Good Lucks, a channel dedicated to inspiring you to expand your mindset, make general life breakthroughs, and realize your full potentials to see what life has to offer. The purpose of this video is to inform you of some of the lessons you may pick up from Warren Buffett, a financial expert who is arguably one of the world's most successful investors, and to show you how you can use these metrics to improve yourself. To receive our daily dose of financial and life knowledge, subscribe to the channel. Is there any life advice from Warren Buffett that you can use? Here are 10 wisdom nuggets from Warren Buffett that can help you succeed in life. Without further ado, let's begin. Living within your means. The total net worth of Warren Buffett is $77.3 billion. However, he continues to reside in the same house that he paid just $31,500 for in 1958. Warren Buffett maintains a modest lifestyle concerning his earnings and wealth. The balance of his money is for emergency protection. He leads a thrifty lifestyle, which allows him to invest more money and enjoy greater returns. His fortune will increase more quickly, and it is unlikely that he would become bankrupt. Take this statement from him into consideration. I am not interested in vehicles. I don't want to make people jealous. The expense of living should not be confused with the standard of living. Invest your money in what you know. The whole investment community was moving toward IT and telecom companies in the late 1990s, but Buffett decided to avoid them. He reasoned that technology was too complicated for him to comprehend, thus he preferred to avoid it. Similar to this, he avoided financial institutions and banks throughout the subprime crisis. During two of the largest market meltdowns in US history, Buffett was able to maintain his focus and avoid burning a significant hole in his portfolio. Stick to your knitting, even if it's dull and tedious, is the story's lesson. It also helps that Buffett is a voracious leader and advises all serious investors and fund managers to spend a significant portion of their days reading. After all, you can only invest in what you know. The only other approach is to comprehend new trends and acquire fresh concepts. If you do not, you tend to stagnate, which is not good for investing, which is by nature a highly dynamic activity. Diversification is beneficial, but only to a certain extent, but avoid following the crowd. Diversification, in our collective opinion, is crucial to lowering our danger of concentration. Buffett does not contest it, but he believes that diversification is only effective to a certain extent. After all, risk reduction is replaced by risk substitution. That is a crucial lesson for individuals trying to diversify by amassing an irrationally large portfolio of stocks with marginally beneficial incremental gains. Even if being alone makes you lonely, it's the perfect situation for making money in the stock market. Acting unconventionally for the sake of being so is not the goal. The notion is that once you have made up your mind, don't reconsider just because the entire market is moving in the opposite direction. Be one-track minded as long as you know what you're doing, and diversify if needed, and not because you want to follow the trend. You will be kept in a good stead by your belief in yourself. Always invest in equities with a very long time horizon, since time in the market is more significant than timing in the market. Buffett frequently claims that his investment horizon is forever. Even though he may have exaggerated to emphasize his point, some of his favorite stocks, such as American Express and Coca-Cola, have been part of the Berkshire portfolio for the majority of its existence. You will benefit from this long-term strategy in equities markets all over the world. Equities are never about the short term after all. None has consistently captured the top and bottom of the market, and nobody ever will. The aim is to invest money after you are certain of its worth. Long-term wealth creation is possible as long as you can purchase reliable equities at fair pricing and fair valuations. Empirical research has shown that timing the market properly is not only unachievable, but also useless because the incremental rewards are so little. If it's easy, could you use some chalk to draw the picture? Buffett puts a lot of salespeople through this exam. According to Buffett, a brilliant concept must be able to be explained to a fifth grader using a piece of chalk. The concept is undoubtedly not worthwhile if you have to conceal yourself behind algorithms and tomes. The lesson is that Berkshire made a lot of money on equities like Coca-Cola based on pretty basic concepts. Become fearful of losing money. Successful investors are terrified of losing money. That doesn't mean that Buffett hasn't recorded losses either. He recently had a poor performance with IBM. The key is that when things go wrong, you need to thoroughly consider what went wrong so you can avoid it in the future. As long as the lesson is retained, it is acceptable to periodically lose money in the stock market. This is a development of the time component of investment. The longer you wait to invest in stocks, the longer you will have to wait to get a return. Additionally, your returns will generate more the more time you have. This is known as the power of compounding, and it perfectly applies to stocks. One of the tenets of Buffett's investment approach is that finding inspiration from Buffett's cognitive process is interesting. He claims that when we visit a furniture or clothing sale, we look for the best deals. On the other hand, we attempt to pay greater prices for equities when the momentum is favorable. Buffett advises investing in stocks when there is a perceived value and treating them like you would a flea market. As much as you are not afraid to lose money, you work hard not losing money by finding value at cheaper costs. Set forth the details of an agreement in advance. Warren Buffett shares a memory of his boyhood. After a blizzard, his grandfather Ernest hired him and a buddy to dig out the family grocery business. The boys shoveled for 5 hours until their hands became so cold that they could hardly straighten them. His grandfather then gave the two less than 90 cents to divide. Buffett was appalled that he put such an arduous effort for bare cents an hour. Have every detail of the arrangement, including your financial rewards, spelled out in advance, even when dealing with friends and family. When you have something to offer that the other party wants before work starts, your negotiating power is always at its highest. Analyze the potential danger. Consider both the worst and the best case possibilities before making the most logical, forward-thinking choice. When the FBI accused the younger Buffett of price fixing in 1995, Buffett handed his son Howie the piece of advice. Howie departed the following day after swiftly realizing that the hazards of continuing to work for his then struggling company outweighed any prospective benefits. Making careful risk assessments can help you identify your weak points and direct you toward more informed choices. Reinvest your earnings. Warren Buffett and a friend bought a pinball machine in high school and used it in a barber shop. They purchased additional machines with the money they made until they had 8 of them in various stores. Later, the friends sold the business, and Mr. Buffett used the money to buy stocks and launch a new endeavor. He had accumulated $174,000 by the time he was 26 years old, which is about equal to $1.4 million in today's money. Search widely for investment opportunities and make each of your 20 punches on your lifetime punch-out card count. If you are vigilant enough to choose content over form, even a tiny investment can result in significant wealth. Ensure your happiness. Buffett has frequently stated that he is passionate about his work. It's what enables him to still get out of bed and go to work every day, even as he approaches 90. I can't buy time, I can't buy love, but I can do anything else with money. Pretty much, he has quoted as saying last year, "And why do I wake up every day and jump out of bed and I'm excited at 88? Because I love what I do and I love the people that I do it with." This is such a crucial thing to learn. Going through life miserable is pointless. It's not only about the money when you hear Buffett talk. He is utterly devoted to what he does. He enjoys investing, however nerdy it may sound. Finance is just one area where this concept is applicable. It's simple to forget that your happiness doesn't matter if you're unhappy in this fast-paced materialistic society. Furthermore, if you appreciate something that you're doing, you're probably gonna get better at it. This video has concluded. Thank you for watching, and for those of you who are still with us, here's an extra point for your perseverance. Decide when to stop. Like everyone else, Warren Buffett makes errors, but he learns from them and doesn't make the same ones again. Warren Buffett once paid $400 million for a company called Dexter Shoe in the middle of the 1990s, and then it became zero. And he donated Berkshire stock, which is now likely worth $400 billion in an amount of roughly $400 million. According to him, he had done a lot of stupid things. It's part of the game, and should you find yourself in a chronically leaking boat, energy devoted to moving vessels is likely to be more productive than the energy given to repairing leaks. Recognize when to leave a losing situation. Also keep in mind that higher quality firms are more likely to flourish and compound cash flow, whereas lower quality enterprises frequently deteriorate. Emerging investors need to be aware of these life lessons from people who serve as role models, such as Warren Buffett. You should exude confidence in your judgment when encountering a setback, but keep an open mind to criticism. But ultimately, the key to becoming a successful investor is having patience. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video so that the channel can gain more viewers and inspire others. Additionally, turn on the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any future articles like this one about personal development. You'll see us in the subsequent video.